say, and got to know him a little bit back then. We got to play it together. A lot of people don't know that Jimmy Buffett has East Coast, Eastern Canadian roots. His great-grandparents grew up in Newfoundland and Rose Blanche, and his grandparents actually were from Sydney, Cape Breton. And he has a song, one of his most famous songs, Son of a Sailor, is about his granddad who was in Cape Breton and jumped. He said, Jimmy says he jumped out of the window when he was a kid and went off to sea and never came back. And, so anyway, we hung out a little bit together almost 20 years ago, but over time you kind of lose touch with people, and I hadn't heard from him for a long time. And then I was at Patricia's place about 2 years ago, and a phone call came in on my cell phone, and the cell service is not very good there. It's really hard to make out what people are saying on the phone. I don't know why I answered the phone, because it was just a strange area code. Normally I wouldn't, but this time I did. And this voice came on the phone, and I thought he said, "Hey Lenny, it's Jimmy Doucette." And I was thinking we should write a song together. And I'm thinking, Jimmy Doucette? Who the hell is Jimmy Doucette? And why would I want to write a song with him? And so for the next 10 minutes on the phone, I'm politely trying to decline and trying to get off the phone rather than talking. And this goes on, and I tell him, you know what, I got a tour in Alberta, I'm pretty busy. Yeah, I was looking at your website. Anyway, he just keeps going on saying that we should write this song. And he wants to write a song called Portugal or PEI. And I'm thinking, what an odd title for a song, Portugal or PEI. But you know, he just keeps going. And I said, well, you know, if you got an idea, you could send it to me and I'll see if it hits the chord or something. But basically, I'm just trying to get off the phone. And then he says something about his seaplane. And I go, seaplane? And then I hear his accent, like, oh my God, I'm talking to Jimmy Buffett. But right at that moment, he said, anyway, talk to you, bye. And he hangs up. I think, oh my God, I think I just blew off Jimmy Buffett. I'm writing a song. I never heard back from him for like 3 months. And 3 months later, I get a text, and he's actually texting a fantastic songwriter in Ireland named Paul Brady, who's written for Bonnie Raitt and all kinds of people, and including Jimmy Buffett. He's texting Paul Brady, and he's saying, hey Paul, Lennie Gallant and I are writing a song called Portugal or PEI. You want to get in on it? So that was odd. That was great. And we ended up writing a song together with Will Kimbrough and Mac and I, actually. And he invited me down to Margaritaville, down to Key West, flew Patricia and I down there, and got to sing on the song. And so I'm featured on his album. It's an amazing album. Paul McCartney is on it, Emmylou Harris is on it, and me. I'm so honored to get a chance to get to know him. He so wanted to come to PEI. He had never been to PEI, and yet he wanted to write a song about PEI. It's crazy. But 8 days before he passed, he texted saying he had, of course, if you don't know, he had incurable cancer. But he never let on. He was so positive right up till the end. And 8 days before he passed, he texted and saying he was undergoing a treatment, and hoping for the best. And where was I in October if everything went well? And I said, well, I'm here for you. You know, we'd love to show you around. And of course, he didn't make it. So Patricia and I took him on a virtual tour around PEI. You can see it on YouTube. Jimmy, what's it called again on YouTube?
The Trip That Should Have Been.
The Trip That Should Have Been with Jimmy Buffett. And we went to all the places named in this song. And a lot of his songs, his own songs, are referred into in this song as well. It's called Portugal or PEI.